I'm here today at the center of the world to try to answer some questions. What's going on in our world today? And the center of the world does open in a very timely manner. You can see based on the Michelangelo clock here, they open exactly at 10 a.m. However, that is 10 a.m. Arizona time, despite the fact that the center of the world is actually in California. I'm not going to make you watch this whole video just to see the thing that you probably really want to see, which of course is the center of the world. And so, without further ado, there it is, right there. And the way this works is that you pay an extra $3 beyond the general entrance fee. They let you into this pyramid where they keep the center of the world. They ask you to stand exactly at the center of the world. And they tell you to make a wish. And once your wish has been made, they record the time on a certificate, which they give you. And with that certificate, you can come back at any time in the future for free, stand at the center of the world, and make another wish if you care to do so. Now, I'm going to tell you what my wish was at the end of this video. Next, let's go and take a look at this outdoor museum, which represents the history of humanity. The history of humanity. Here you can see Hannibal's army and the elephants that they used to move people and other kind of military gear through the Alps mountains. And of course, this is a good way of kind of demonstrating that for a long time, I guess forever, and up to this day, humans have really sought to control each other. They've sought to sort of form groups of belonging, whether those groups are based on ethnicity, language, gender, political beliefs, religious beliefs, whatever it happens to be. We love to form those groups, and then we try to dominate the other groups, right? So that's what it's been all about, and it seems that's what it still is all about. When the aliens find this place and we're all gone, they will know what country consumed the most chocolate. You can see Switzerland is really leading the pack there. I would say the German-speaking areas of the world generally very, very fond of that chocolate. And then you get farther down the list, and well, like here's China. Not much chocolate going on in China or Japan, and France. Actually, surprisingly little chocolate consumption. I really like this one. It's the history or the rise and fall of empires over 5,000 years. You can see they have these big spikes to indicate the height of these different societies, many of which we don't even probably recognize. Here's the Hittites. Didn't they invent writing or something like that? And we make our way all the way down, and we run into things like the Moors. And eventually we get to this little blip here. That's all it is, just a little blip. United States of America right there. From the chapel here, atop a man-made hill at the center of the earth, you can get a good view of the interstate highway that runs right past this place. And you kind of wonder, you know, where are those people going? What is their life like right now today? Now's the time when I tell you what my wish was when I was standing at the center of the world. And it boils down to something like this. I wish that we will form fewer groups and think more like individuals in the future. I wish that we would stop using groups and the belonging to groups to sort of justify in our own minds why we should dominate other people or try to control other people. And I wish that we would be able to sort of understand what other groups and what other people, what's going on with them, right? Because this isn't about judgment. This is about, like, you could have been born anywhere. You could have been born in any place, any society, and you would have completely different beliefs, most likely, based on that fact, right? So if not for where you were born and where you grew up, your entire life, your entire belief system would likely be completely different. Where are you, Harry? I know you're around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. They've just started putting up these pictures of different people in the maze here, and for whatever reason, I think this was a good choice, right there.